Okay, so good day. So this is a primer only on Republic Act 9344, the Juvenile Justice and Welfare Act. Okay, so let's first discuss okay what the difference between child at risk and child in conflict with the law. Okay, so pag sinabi natin child at risk, it refers to a child who is vulnerable to and at the risk of committing a crime. Okay. So, pag sinabi nating vulnerable, okay, sila yung isa sa pinakamahinang target. Okay? They are prone to commit a crime. Okay? So, itong prone nila sa pag-commit ng krimen is affected by their personal, family, and social circumstances. Okay? So, hindi sila mga suspect pero sila yung mga batang may mataas na possibility na mag-commit ng crime. Okay? So, it is either sila ay na-abuse, diba? Sexually, physically, psychologically, or mentally, and economically ng kanilang pamilya or ng ibang mga tao. Okay? So, pwede rin sila ay inabandon na or neglected, iniwanan, pinabayaan ng kanilang mga magulang. Okay? O kaya ito yung mga galing sa broken family, no? Mga prone sila of committing crime. Okay? O kaya being out of school yun, di ba? Yung hindi nag-aaral, di ba? Okay, yung mga palaboy, street child, o kaya member ng mga fraternity, member ng mga gang, okay? Or nakatira sa isang community kung saan mataas ang crime rate, okay? Or drug abuse. For example, sa isang lugar, ah, sa, kunwari, let's say for example, sa Sampaloc, okay, tapos yung kinalakihan nila is ang maraming mga kriminal, maraming mga drug pushers, 'di ba? Maraming mga snatchers, mga magnanakaw, 'di ba? And so on and so forth. So nakakaapekto 'yung sa pag-mold sa personality ng isang bata. Okay? Again, ulitin ko, child at risk is not a suspect to a crime, but they are prone from committing criminal behavior. Samantalang ang child in conflict with the law naman, eh, sila talaga yung mga bata na gumawa na ng krimen. Okay? It is either accused, no, inakusahan, pinaghinalaan na gumawa ng krimen, or adjudged by the court, no? Kumbaga merong final verdict na itong mga bata na ito ay um, merong criminal liability. Okay? So, what is the reason bakit child in conflict with the law ang ginagamit na term dito at hindi suspect or hindi accused? Okay? Kasi sa adult offender, suspect or accused ang ginagamit. Pero pag bata ang gumawa ng krimen, child in conflict with the law. Okay? So it emphasizes kasi child's developmental stage and the need for child-centered approach. Okay? Kasi it focuses on rehabilitation and integration rather than punishment. Okay? Kumbaga, ang aim ng batas natin, ng RA 9344, ma-rehabilitate yung bata. Okay? At maibalik sa kanilang pamilya. Okay? At hindi patawan ng parusa. Okay? Parusang pagkakakulong. Okay? Yan yung difference, no, between child at risk and child in conflict with the law. Okay? So, another terms na importante rin to ponder, okay, diversion versus intervention. So, when we speak of diversion, okay, it is an alternative or child appropriate process of determining the responsibility and treatment. Okay? Samantalang ang intervention naman, series of activities which are designed to address issues why child committed a crime. Okay? So sa madaling salita, guys, okay, kapag ka ang isang minor, okay, kasi under RA 9344, ang minor refers to a child less than 18 years old. Okay? Less than 18 years old. Now, kapag ka ang child ay 15 years old or below, okay? 15, mag-uumpisa sa 15 ha. 15 years old or below, okay? Um, okay? So, kapag ang child is 15 years old or below, okay, they are exempted from criminal liability. They are exempted from criminal liability. Okay, kasi yung 15 years old or below, ito yung ito yung age of criminal irresponsibility. Okay? So kahit na nakagawa sila ng krimen, they are not criminally liable. Okay? Isa yun na. Pangalawa, more than 15 years old but less than 18 years old. Okay? Pero acted without discernment. Mamaya i-discuss ko what is discernment. Okay? So mag-undergo sila ng intervention. Okay? From the word itself, intervention, intervene. Instead of going to court, instead of putting the child in conflict with the law, uh, in jail, okay? So, magi-intervene dito yung family, magi-intervene dito yung nearest relative, yung barangay officials, yung non-government organizations or religious organizations, or yung ating local social welfare and development personnel. Okay? So instead of going court, intervention muna tayo. Okay? Kumbaga magkakandak ng mediation. Bakit ba gumawa ng krimen itong bata? Samantalang kapag ka ang child is more than 15 years old but less than 18 years old, but he acted with discernment, okay, mag-undergo siya ng diversion. Okay? Diversion program. Okay? So dito sa diversion program, dinedetermine dito yung criminal responsibility ng bata. Okay? As well as the possible treatment. Okay? So now, to have a better understanding, okay, this is an illustration on what are the process if the child um, if the child is arrested. Okay. So now, if the child is 15 years old or below, okay, gumawa ng krimen. Okay? So, ang tawag sa kanila, what do you call them? Okay? They are considered child in conflict with the law. Okay? So, ito, start. Child commits a crime, so they are considered child in conflict with the law. Okay? So, the law enforcement officer takes custody of the child. Okay? So, ang tawag natin doon, pagka inaresto ng law enforcement officer, itong child is initial contact with the child. Okay? Again, yan yung tinatawag nating arrest kapag ka adult offender, arrest. Pero pag child, initial contact with the child. Okay? Since sabi ka nga kanina, 15 years old or below, no criminal liability yan, iti-turn over yan, okay, mag-undergo ng intervention program. So, iti-turn over yan sa parents. Okay? So, tignan nyo yung flowchart. Is parent or guardian available? If available yung guardian, okay, so, pangalawang i-consider is the safety of the child in danger. Titingnan nila kung yung mga magulang ba nila is uh, or nanganganib ba yung safety ng bata kapag tinurn over sa magulang. Okay, kasi kung sa tingin ng law enforcement officer as well as the investigator, nanganganib yung buhay ng child, okay, so they may have a temporary custody. Okay? So, temporary custody. Sa kanila muna, teka lang, mukhang alanganin dito sa magulang. Okay, tayo muna. Okay? Temporary custody. Okay? Pero kung sa tingin naman ng law enforcement officer is wala namang danger sa safety ng child, then the law enforcement officer will have to release the child to the parents or guardian. Okay? Now, what if yung parents or guardian cannot be located? Di ba? So, nearest relative. Okay? Kung wala yung nearest relative, okay, um, pwedeng i-turn over sa any non-government organization or religious organization. Okay? Yan, sa mga simbahan. Okay? Or kung wala naman, pwede namang i-turn over sa barangay, no? Sa mga barangay officials. Okay? Kung pwede rin naman sa barangay council for the protection of the child. Okay? O yung BCPC, Barangay Council for the Protection of the Child. Or kung wala naman, okay, pwede naman sa mga local social welfare and development officer. Okay? So now, okay, so titingnan dito, okay, is child neglected, abandoned, or abused? Okay? Kung pinabayaan ba, okay, o pinapabayaan ba or inaabuso ba sexually, physically, or economically yung bata. Kung sa tingin ng law enforcement officer is yes, okay, so they will turn over the child in conflict with the law doon sa local social welfare and development officer, and this social welfare will file a petition for involuntary commitment. Kumbaga, magfa-file sila ng petition para yung bata is nasa custody muna nila. Okay? So kung sa tingin naman ng mga law enforcement officer hindi naman siya neglected, abandoned, or abused, okay, so then the child undergoes intervention program. Okay? So, i-reintegrate sila, babalik sila sa family and community. Okay? So, pero may role dito ang local social welfare. Okay? So, they shall monitor the compliance of the child and his or parents or guardian to the intervention and prevention program. Okay? Now, balikan natin ito. No? So, the child is committed to youth home, rehabilitation, or any government facility. Okay? So, next, if the child and his parent fails to comply with the intervention program, then the local social welfare may file petition for involuntary commitment. Okay, again, dito babalik dito, okay, intervention program. Okay, kung na-comply naman ng mga magulang, and then the child will be reintegrated now to the family and the community. So, next, what if the child is more than 15 years old but less than 18 years old but and they acted without discernment? Okay, so when we speak of discernment, ang ibig sabihin nito, this is the capacity of a person to distinguish right from wrong. Okay, so ibig sabihin, alam ng bata kung tama ba o mali yung ginagawa niya. Okay? At the only authority who can determine discernment is the DSWD. Okay, the Department of Social Welfare and Development. Okay, so let's discuss the flowchart. So, syempre, starts, the child commits a crime. Okay, he is considered child in conflict with the law. And kapag na-arrest na ng mga law enforcers, they will be, that the arrest is called the initial contact with the child. Okay, now, so, they turn over sa DSWD within 8 hours after apprehension for the determination of discernment. Okay? So, yan. The local social welfare submits to law enforcement officer yung resulta ng determination of discernment. Okay? Kung without discernment, ito po yung process. Ite-turn over po sa parents. Okay? Kasi intervention program to. Okay, mag-undergo sila ng intervention program. Okay, so ganun pa rin. Parents, if not available, okay, so pumunta tayo dun dun sa sinabi natin kanina. Pag walang parents, dun tayo uh, sa any non-government organization or um, religious organizations. Or kung wala naman, pwedeng sa mga barangay officials or sa barangay council for the protection of the children. Kung wala naman, pwede rin naman sa local social welfare development um, officers, 'di ba? Sa DSWD. Ngayon, kung meron naman andun yung parents, okay, ganun. Is the child in danger? Okay. So, if no, the law enforcement officer releases the child to the parents. Okay? Pag yes naman, okay, so they will encourage the temporary custody. Okay? Now, okay, so the child is the social welfare will file a petition for involuntary commitment. Okay? And then, yeah, the child is committed to youth home. Okay, pag nag-grant itong petition, okay, so dadalhin na yung bata sa mga youth home, rehabilitation centers, non-government organizations, or any government facilities. Okay? So, ngayon, pag na-release na sa parents, dito tayo. If the child neglected, if yes, okay, proceed with the DSWD filing the petition for involuntary commitment. Pero pag no, the child will undergo intervention program. Okay? And then kapag success yung intervention program, nag-comply yung parents, okay, then the child is reintegrated to the family and community. Okay? So, what if naman if the child is more than 15 years old but less than 18 years old and they acted with discernment? So, ibig sabihin, alam nila yung ginagawa nila. Alam nila yung consequences. Ito po yung flowchart natin. Okay? So, child commits a crime. There is the initial contact with the child. Okay? Dadalhin ni law enforcer si child in conflict with the law sa DSWD within 8 hours, okay, for the determination of discernment. Okay? Pag may discernment, ito po yan. Okay, ito na yung susundan natin. Titignan ngayon kung ang crime, okay, the penalty for the crime which the child committed, having a penalty of more than 6 years, okay, they will file the case, okay, sa prosecutor for preliminary investigation. Okay? Pero kapag less than 6 years yung penalty, okay, mag-undergo ng diversion. Kanina intervention, ngayon diversion. Okay? Conducted by the law enforcers organization, officers, barangay council, for the protection of children, or social worker. Okay? So, ano bang ginagawa sa diversion? Okay? Parang nagkakaroon ng mediation, okay, wherein there will be a meeting with the child and his or parents or guardians for the development of appropriate diversion and rehabilitation program. Ina-address dito kung ano bang possible treatment, paano bang magandang treatment dito sa bata. Okay? So, conducts diversion for victimless crimes. Alam niyo naman ang victimless crimes, di ba? These are crimes wherein there is no victim. Okay? Example, prostitution. Di ba? That is a victimless crime. Okay? Next, assist in the conduct of diversion at the level of law enforcement officers. Okay? Develop appropriate diversion program and supervise the conduct of diversion. Okay? Yan yung ginagawa. Next, pag successful ang diversion, okay, the child will be reintegrated to the family and community. Pero, kung hindi successful ang diversion, okay, hindi nag-comply with the rules and regulation of the diversion program, then an appropriate case, no, yung kaso, pwedeng mag-proceed, okay, for the conduct of preliminary investigation. Okay? Then, after that, preliminary investigation, pag nakitaan ng prima facie evidence with reasonable certainty of conviction, then the prosecutor will file the information in court. Okay? So I hope that helps